Hello and welcome. This is the Olivia Montgomery Science Podcast for the Scottish Science Society. This week, we have some truly fascinating developments, from a potential breakthrough in the fight against Alzheimer's to a black hole that's breaking all the rules. So, let's dive in. First up, some incredibly promising news in the world of medicine. Scientists at the University of Southern California have identified a new target for treating the brain inflammation linked to Alzheimer's disease. The culprit is an enzyme called calcium-dependent phospholipase A2, or CPLA2, which is particularly active in people with the ApoE4 gene, the strongest genetic risk factor for Alzheimer's. The research team has developed a compound that can selectively inhibit this enzyme without affecting its normal functions, and crucially, it can cross the blood-brain barrier. This could be a monumental step forward in developing new therapies for neurodegenerative diseases. The full study was published in the Nature journal NPJ Drug Discovery. From the inner workings of our brains to the vastness of space, astronomers from Waseda and Tohoku universities in Japan have discovered a supermassive black hole in the early universe that is growing at a truly astonishing rate, about 13 times faster than the theoretical limit known as the Eddington limit. What makes this discovery so unusual is that the black hole is also emitting powerful X-rays and a radio jet simultaneously, a combination that current models of black hole growth suggested shouldn't be possible. This rule-breaking black hole, which existed some 12 billion years ago, might be in a brief transitional phase of its life, giving us a rare glimpse into how these cosmic giants grew so massive so quickly after the Big Bang. The findings were published in the Astrophysical Journal. Staying with space news, the James Webb Space Telescope continues to astound us with remarkable discoveries. This week, researchers released stunning new images of the Helix Nebula, one of the most iconic planetary nebulae in the sky. First spotted in the early 1800s, we're now seeing it in unprecedented detail. Webb has also captured a young sun-like star in the process of forging and spewing crystalline materials and observed an exoplanet called WASP P121b literally bleeding its atmosphere into space as it orbits its star every 30 hours. Perhaps most intriguingly, new findings suggest evidence for what scientists are calling dark stars, a theoretical type of star powered by dark matter rather than nuclear fusion. Back here on Earth, the field of xenotransplantation has taken another remarkable leap forward. For those unfamiliar, that's the process of transplanting organs from animals to humans. Using CRISPR gene editing technology, scientists have successfully transplanted pig kidneys with 69 genomic modifications into human patients, with some surviving for over 8 months. There have also been successful transplants of pig hearts, livers, and even lungs. This technology could be a game changer for the thousands of people on organ transplant waiting lists around the world. In environmental news, the High Seas Treaty has officially come into force this week, marking a major milestone for ocean protection. This landmark international agreement aims to protect marine biodiversity in waters beyond national jurisdiction. That's roughly 2/3 of the world's oceans. It's a significant step forward in our efforts to preserve the planet's marine ecosystems. Nature Journal has also published its list of 7 technologies to watch in 2026, and artificial intelligence features prominently. AI-powered meteorology is revolutionizing weather forecasting. Google DeepMind's model successfully predicted Hurricane Melissa's evolution to Category 5 intensity days in advance last October, outperforming traditional forecasting methods. New models like Aardvark can run on desktop computers and deliver localized forecasts up to 10 days ahead, while the Semidracy model can simulate atmospheric and oceanic behavior over more than a millennium. And finally, some exciting news from NASA. The crew of the Artemis 2 mission has entered quarantine ahead of their historic journey around the moon, scheduled for launch as early as February 6th. NASA astronauts Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, and Christina Koch, along with a Canadian Space Agency astronaut, will become the first humans to travel to the moon since the Apollo missions. It marks a significant step in our return to lunar exploration and paves the way for future missions to establish a permanent human presence on the moon. And that's all we have time for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe and comment so we can improve our science news channel. I've been Olivia Montgomery, and this has been the Scottish Science Society podcast.